Welcome back. If you haven't finished the pagination, that's that bit up here. The heading, which is over here, oddly enough, not in the header. The heading is not in the header. I don't make these things up. And then over here, you have your title. So if you haven't done this bit yet, go back, watch the other video on getting started on your essay, and come back. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and write our thesis, which is a claim. We're going to write our topic sentence for the first body paragraph, the only body paragraph in this essay, but every body paragraph needs a topic sentence. And your first sentence for your restatement of thesis, which is the first sentence of your conclusion. So all three of these are claims. They all go in slightly different places. They have slightly different, roles, but we're going to go ahead and put it in here. So a good way to think about an essay is you start with a thesis because you're going to tell the reader what you're going to tell them. Then your topic sentence tells them what's going to be in the paragraph where you tell them what you were going to tell them. You actually tell it. And then in the conclusion, you restate your thesis because you're saying again what I told you. Does that kind of make sense? It's a weird way of thinking about it, but that's why you're going to have multiple claims. So the first claim we're going to have, and I'm just going to give you an example. You don't have to use this. You use something entirely different if you want. But you need to tell me what this essay is going to be about in a way that I can understand what the question is that your thesis is answering. So our question was, what is the theme of The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton? So although I'll go with an easier one. In S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders, one of the most prominent themes is, and then you could fill it in with whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and finish it off here, but there's a blank for you to basically fill it in whichever you want. There's 5 options of approved approved themes that you could pick from. So if you want to look at the assignment theme essay, you'll see that there's these 5 bullet points, and you could look through these and just summarize one of them to be kind of your specific answer. But I'm going to go ahead and just use 5 here, and I'm going to use the futility of violence. Violence. Okay. So in S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders, one of the most prominent themes is the futility of violence. That's my thesis statement. That's what this essay overall is going to be about. Now, in each body paragraph, I'm going to be, if it were like a 6, paragraph essay, we'd have lots of body paragraphs. But this one's a 3-paragraph essay, so just one body paragraph. And what I want to do for this topic sentence is tell you what this paragraph is going to be about. And how am I going to prove that one of S.E. Hinton's most prominent themes is the futility of violence? And so what I'm going to do is say Hinton's theme is shown, is demonstrated, is illustrated by the story of Johnny. I think that's how you spell it. Let me double check the book. It might be an E-Y. Let's see if I can get a good page that happens to have Johnny on it. And once you know it, when I'm looking, I can't find where it says Johnny. Oh, there we are. It's 2 N's. That's what it is. 2 N's. So Johnny. There you go. Hey, look. Google actually knew the right spelling for it. So S.E. Hinton's theme is shown in the story of Johnny. So that's going to be my topic sentence for this. So this whole paragraph for me is going to be about Johnny. Now, you could have a different paragraph where you're trying to talk about something else, a different theme. And you might want something like is shown in the relationship between Randy and Pony. There we go. So that's another variation on this, is illustrated, if you don't like the word shown, right? Different ways of saying it. You know, you can have your own topic sentence. It doesn't have to be, you know, like this, but, you know, I'm giving you some options here. So this is going to be the first sentence of my body paragraph. It's a claim. It's what the body paragraph is going to be about. You're telling the reader what this paragraph is going to be about. Now, third paragraph. Your third paragraph for this essay, I'm only going to ask that you write one sentence. You only have to write one whole sentence for this whole last paragraph of this essay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the thesis statement, because what I need to do is I need to say the same thing as my thesis statement, but I need to say it in different words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ending part of the sentence. I'm going to move it to the front. And now it's going to be the futility of violence is an important theme in S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders. Done. I just grabbed basically the back and put it at the front, and then I kind of like rewrote it. I kind of took that last bit, and I'm like, okay, so I'm going to take this last bit, and I'm going to rewrite kind of the same idea. Do you see how this is just another way of saying this one from the beginning? They're pretty similar in terms of ideas. The words are a little different, but they're not hugely different. And this is really all you need to do for most essay conclusions and introductions for the next, 9 years of your life. You need to be able to state your thesis. It's going to be the last sentence of your introduction. I'll add more here in a future video. We'll talk about the grab and the bridge, maybe even. But you need to end your thesis or end your introduction with a thesis statement, and then your conclusion, you're going to start it with a restatement of the thesis. So thesis statement, restatement of thesis. Your topic sentence is also a claim. It's just going to be what that paragraph is going to be about. Could you write multiple paragraphs proving this thesis from different perspectives, talking about different characters? You totally could. You really could. But for this essay, make it easy, make it short. I'm not asking a whole lot. We're going to write an introduction, a body paragraph, and a conclusion. And hey, your conclusion is already written. That's your entire concluding paragraph right there. Well, that's my entire concluding paragraph. Yours will be pretty similar. If you finish that up, that should look pretty similar to mine. Could be longer, could be shorter, but it really